How's it going, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and welcome back to the St. Louis Rams Connected franchise. It's the preseason of Season 4, and everybody's looking forward to the new year beginning, partially because of one major addition to the team. In the offseason, we acquired future Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning. Free agency threw a few curveballs our way, with most of our free agents testing the open market, and some tough decisions had to be made. Robert Quinn is now in Buffalo, Michael Brockers has left, Sam Bradford's now in New York, but Peyton Manning is a St. Louis Ram, and it's time for a new chapter to begin. Welcome to the preseason as we get ready for the new year to begin. I'll be recapping all 4 preseason games in this video, and we'll kick it off with Peyton Manning putting on the Rams uniform for the first time and reuniting with Demaryius Thomas on his first throw. They were teammates in Denver and now here in St. Louis as Manning on his first play out of retirement gets hit by Patrick Willis, gets right back up. Now we got that first hit out of the way. We'll go to the ground. We got Ben Tate, a 1,500-yard rusher last year. He gets a block from Demaryius Thomas, sprung into San Francisco territory for a big first down gain. Good luck finding a more complete offense. This 3-receiver set is dangerous, with Peyton Manning finding newly acquired free agent receiver Alshon Jeffrey. The 1-2-3 punch now at receiver: Demaryius Thomas, Alshon Jeffrey, and Tavon Austin. Good luck to opposing secondaries. Manning on second down now as he is behind Demaryius Thomas. The pass is tipped and intercepted by Eric Reed. So there's Manning's first poor throw. It's a little bit behind, gets tipped, and a freak play for interception. Not a big deal. We're here in the preseason. And I'll be jumping around all over these games showing highlights and big plays. We got Kaepernick now to Vernon Davis as he is hit by TJ McDonald and nobody sees the football. And it's picked back up by the Niners, but this defense has been known for causing turnovers these past couple years, and there's a few new faces on the starting lineup. 2 on the defensive line, with David Perry now starting at tackle, and Everson Griffin taking over for Robert Quinn. He's been our nickel pass rusher in the past, now starting. Back to offense, and Alshon Jeffrey there again. I wanted to get more size on the outside so we could do more with our receivers in the red zone. And now with Jeffrey and Demaryius Thomas, Jared Cook, we have so many weapons on offense. It's going to be another fun season. To the ground we go. The fake dive, pitch it back to Ben Tate. Takes out 2 Niners on his way for the rushing touchdown. Offense looking great so far. I cannot complain. Now we'll begin seeing some second stringers as backup quarterback David Fales in the game, firing wide open to Stedman Bailey. Our receiver depth is absolutely insane. Bailey is now our number 4 receiver, and he's been very capable throughout his career here in St. Louis, as Fales inaccurately misses that pass, but I'm looking for Stedman Bailey to make a big step forward after a rocky second half of the season last year. Now we're seeing some backups on the defensive side of the football. Niners have it 3rd down and 10. Perkins on the carry, and he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage by Darren Bates, who is fighting for the outside linebacker starting job with Corey Nelson. Later, Rich Daniels off the option, and down he goes, Malcolm Smith. He makes a nice play in the backfield. Daniels now wants the screen, and he can't get it off in time. He is sacked by Lorenzo Malden, and I believe we let go 4 defensive linemen in the offseason, 2 starters and 2 reserves. So you'll see a lot of the draft picks from the last 2 years. Now we got Daniels loading it up, going deep, and it's intercepted by Robert Blanton. I'm looking for some safety depth, and Robert Blanton was signed from Minnesota in the offseason. That's a good first impression. We'll go back to the Niners offense in the second half as B.J. Daniels panicking and going down. It's first-round draft pick out of Ohio State, Noah Spence. He now assumes the role of nickel pass rusher. 2nd and 16, Perkins inside and taken down by one of our gems, I believe we found, Davian Pearson, who hurts his knee on this play after a very solid play stop in the run. Pearson has to leave the field, not a good sign. I've talked about wanting to take Tavon Austin off special teams, and so it's an open competition at returner. Here's 6th-round draft pick Jonathan Gray, only gaining a couple on this return. Now we'll see some more David Fales, Isaiah Pete to his right, who has played really well when Ben Tate needs a breather, and here is Pete inside for a 14-yard pickup. He's battling for playing time with our first-round draft pick TJ Yeldon, Trey Mason, and Zach Stacy. Now here's Rhett Ellison making a catch over the middle, and he gets hurt. So a couple guys who I think could be pretty key on this team going down in this first preseason game, that's our blocking tight end. He was responsible for a lot of Ben Tate's yards last year. David Fales back to pass. Great protection. Touch throw outside to Ryan Spadola, who hauls it in. He was a preseason monster last year. We'll see if he emerges again this season. Now Fales, end zone. There he is again. Ryan Spadola for the touchdown catch. It's going to be a big fight for playing time with our top 3 receivers, and then everybody else wanting to get their time as well. Niners have it later, and there's our second-round draft pick, Eli Harold. We were heavy on the defensive line early in this draft, and there's a sack for both of our top 2 defensive ends we drafted. Hey, it's Pat White. He was solid last year in the preseason, and he fires to Mike Evans at the 3-yard line. He made one of the big plays in the Super Bowl for a touchdown reception, and we're going to look for another touchdown here as Pat White given time, and Austin Pettis in the back of the end zone. So much receiver depth as Pettis makes the touchdown catch. Time winding down in preseason game number 1 as Daniels firing deep but deflected by Robert Blanton. That is a solid rangy safety play, and he has earned player of the game honors. A pretty solid game for him, and now the injury report, we had a few guys go down in this game, including Stedman Bailey, but nothing major. They'll be back by week 1. Now, I'd like you guys to see our brand new football stadium. Welcome to Rams Stadium, as we are now outdoors in St. Louis. It's a new era, and the first game played in this stadium is against Sam Bradford and the New York Giants. It's an exhibition game, but it's a pretty interesting stage. We got Jonathan Gray on the return on the first play in the new stadium as he goes nowhere, only to the 19-yard line. So Peyton Manning in front of the home crowd for the first time, getting them amped up for regular season action as he fires deep and hooks up with Alshon Jeffrey. 49-yard bomb down the field. He's not playing like he took a year off. Now Manning on a quick screen, it's Alshon Jeffrey, gets some blocks, and here he goes again. A really good first impression on the team for Alshon Jeffrey with a few grabs. Not seeing too much Tavon Austin though. Here's Manning, hit, there he is! Tavon Austin with the touchdown reception. I cannot wait for week 1. And now you guys get to see the quarterback I know you're all going to miss so much. Sam Bradford, the Giant, to Brandon Myers on his first throw. Gets rocked by Ty Zimmerman. Now they spread the field and Bradford to throw. They give him great protection, and he finds Victor Cruz, who is working on Chris Davis. Now with Trumaine Johnson in Cincinnati, we got to find our second corner. Bradford now middle, caught by Jordy Nelson. A first down once again. Not looking too bad so far. Now a toss outside, it's David Wilson. He gets the edge up the sideline, and Wilson inside the 15. First down Giants. Sam Bradford's not going to score on us, is he? Screen pass, Wilson, he's hit by Corey Nelson. That's the end of the Giant threat right there. No touchdown for Sam Bradford. Now the kickoff again, we're going to see Jonathan Gray return from the 2-yard line on the far side of the field, and he can't make anybody miss again. Haven't seen him do a whole lot so far. We'll see some more players kick return. Cortez Johnson, 4th-round pick, our corner. He's a 6'2" guy, so he's got some size, and he only gets to the 15-yard line. It's going to be harder to replace Tavon Austin than I thought. David Fales back again as he loads up, and Odell Beckham almost makes a great catch laying out, but he drops it. From the 43, and Fales, it's TJ Yeldon as he gets rocked by Prince Amukamara. Can't put a move on the veteran corner. And now for some third quarterback competition. A very uneventful game. We're already in the 4th. It's Tool time, fellas, as Jeff Tool going long and out of bounds, trying to find Odell Beckham. He's even wearing Bradford's number 8. I didn't do that on purpose. Tool now on 3rd down behind Mike Evans. He is battling with Pat White, and a couple shaky throws off the bat. Tool again, and oh my goodness, he does not look ready out there. Jeff Tool on 4th down and 10. Good coverage as Tool is sacked, and Tool time is over. If Pat White can complete a pass, he might win this round of the competition. Here's Pat in the pocket. Perfect throw, and Mike Evans makes the reception. 19 yards and a first down. Hurry it up, Pat. We're down by 5. Firing to Red Ellison in the seam, and a first down is made. We're going to spread the field again. 1st and 10, Pat White. firing and overthrown, intercepted, and that will end the hopes for the Rams in this one. No heroics from Pat White. Now for the third preseason game in Philadelphia against Bryn Renner and the Eagles. Renner dumping off to Kevin Ogletree, who breaks the tackle. He's up to the 41-yard line. We signed Brandon Boykin away from Philadelphia in the offseason as they give to LaShawn McCoy, and he takes the big hit from TJ McDonald. Third down and 9. Renner wants the screen. Out to McCoy. Fighting with Nelson. He wins the battle. Spins away from Werner, and touchdown Philly. LaShawn McCoy making our defense look terrible. It's our last time to see Peyton Manning before week 1 as he faces 3rd and 10. Manning fires, perfect throw, touchdown, Demaryius Thomas. And that's going to be it for Peyton in the preseason. He was taken out after the touchdown in the last game, and that's the end of his preseason right there. Peyton's done. He's ready, guys. We'll go to the second quarter as Ricardo Lockett makes the reception from Chad Henne. That's a 21-yard catch and a first down. Henne drives them inside the 5-yard line with the fake, and he is met and tackled by Robert Blanton. Third down and goal. Can we stop Henne again? Option play, and Henne walks in and continues to walk through the end zone as Philly scores. David Fales getting a lot of play in this preseason as he gets hit and finds Rhett Ellison, who I want to have more of a receiving threat, I guess. I like running twin tight ends, but now with these receivers, it's hard to justify it. His hands haven't been great in the past for us, but so far so good in the preseason. A couple nice plays in this game. Now he gets Fales off the play action, and he fires outside and misses Mike Evans. He has a solid arm, but he's pretty inaccurate on a lot of those timing passes. Here's a slant. He finds Mike Evans on a perfect throw into Philadelphia territory. We'll jump ahead to third down and long. Fales has to get a big 18. Firing and not enough air under it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. A lazy throw, kind of, that was just right to him. Now we'll see if our defense can stop this Philadelphia second-string offense as Chad Henne with the lob, and Robert Blanton there again. Out of bounds, though. First down and 10. They got Alfred Morris and LaShawn McCoy. I don't know why, but Darren Bates doesn't care. He makes the tackle in the backfield. It's looking like he may be our starting outside linebacker. Fails. First and 10. He'll take a shot down the field. Enough air this time, but Beckham lays out, and it's his second drop on a dive in the preseason. Fourth quarter football. David Fales will go back to Beckham. Redemption. A nice catch at the sideline. Just find a way to make those diving grabs. Driving down to the 10. Fales. End zone. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. Getting some opportunities, and this time he capitalizes. 2:11 to go in the game. It's a 7-point contest. Henne out to Lockett, and he's wrapped up and put down by Cortez Johnson. Trying to get a stop on Chad Henne. He gives to Alfred Morris, and there's nowhere to go. Darren Bates makes the stop, so we'll have a chance now to drive down the field. David Fales. Back to Beckham. Reliable this time. First down. At the 39, spreading the field. Fales with time. And this throw off the mark, intercepted by Parker. And that ends that threat and the third preseason game for St. Louis. The final preseason game is here, and with no roof on this beautiful stadium, we now face the elements. Today we have a rainy night in St. Louis against RG3 and the Washington Redskins. Griffin wants to show off his arm deep for Devin Hester, and he drops it at about the 15 of St. Louis. Alright, punted away. We got Trey Mason back deep now. He's getting a chance. And Trey Mason with a slow spin and down. Remember, Trey Mason did score our first touchdown last season on a kick return against Washington. Fails. First and 10. Beautiful throw to Ryan Spadola. I'm impressed with Fales. You can see the improvement from preseason to preseason. First and 10. We'll dump it off. Isaiah Peed. And he can still be that third down back roll in the backup because he is pretty solid all around, and we haven't seen much from TJ Yeldon yet. On first down, Fales gets sacked, a free rusher. These teams sent a lot of blitzes in the preseason. Second down and 18. You can see Spadola slip as Fales lobbing on the run. Spadola with the reception and out of bounds at the 17. May have to call him Mr. August at this point. He owns the preseason. Fails on first down, and there is Stedman Bailey with the reception, hanging on in traffic, something he struggled with a lot last season. We'll jump ahead, Redskins football, Jacoby Brissett to Jermaine Gresham for the touchdown in the end zone. I was hoping to show you guys more secondary action in here other than Robert Blanton, but there hasn't been much to show. Second down, we got David Fales, however, and Mike Evans is wide open. A spin move, that was pretty quick, and he's down for a first down pickup. Maybe he can kick return. First and 10, David Fales. Great job of the O-line, and Mike Evans returns once again across the 50, but Mike Evans gets hit low and has to leave the field on this play. Late first half, spreading the field again as David Fales gets hit, but a wide open man, it's Odell Beckham, the stutter step, and gets himself to the 11, a 37-yard connection. Can we put this in the end zone? Fales, lob, end zone, touchdown, Ryan Spadola. What a quarterback-receiver pair we have with David Fales and Ryan Spadola. We'll go to the second half. Fales still getting a lot of playing time, fakes to TJ Yeldon. On the roll, Fales not the fastest of quarterbacks, and he loses the football, and nice try trying to pick it up, Cyril Richardson. The Redskins are going to take over. Jacoby Brissett still out there. He's back to throw, and pressured, Brissett loses the ball. Picked up by Urbic, and he'll go backwards to the 39, and that was Noah Spence, who I think has looked pretty good in the preseason. You can see him dip around the right tackle and come right in. 1 yard line now for Washington, Jacoby Brissett, end zone, and a one-handed touchdown for Jaron Kreiner. Nice play. Still looking for more from our secondary. Not the greatest preseason for them. Kicking off, we got Brandon Boykin now, who's going to return from the goal line. Boykin outside, and we can't get across the 20. This is bad. 3 wide, David Fales with Ryan Spadola at number 1 wide out as he makes this catch. And now on the run, it's Spadola across the 35. Once again, a great play from Spadola, has to stop and turn on a dime. And there he goes for a nice run after the catch. Spadola's making the roster. Don't worry about him. Second down, I haven't shown much TJ Yeldon. Here he is carrying. He gets a solid carry, but the backup O-lines in the preseason usually are not the greatest. And you're seeing that on both sides as Darren Bates makes the tackle. And you're just not seeing many highlights from the ground game. I'm not going to show a bunch of 2 or 3 yard carries in this. Here's Cyrus Gray getting tackled by Robert Blanton. Yes, he is a lock for the roster at this point. 3rd and 10, Jacoby Brissett. And with the lob, it's intercepted by Jason Verrett. Across the 25 and taken down at the 20. I'm still confident in our secondary depth. We lost Trumaine Johnson, but we have Chris Davis, who's played well, Brandon Boykin, and there was Jason Verrett making a play. But we give it right back as Fales cannot find Rhett Ellison for a touchdown. And we are winding down now in the preseason. Only 6.5 minutes to go. Looking for that exciting preseason comeback as Jacoby Brissett is sacked by Noah Spence. I've liked what I've seen in the preseason, although he's doing this against backup right tackles. We got some punt return action. Again, it's TJ Yeldon's shot. And Yeldon, he'll work across the field, put a move on a defender, and he's down at midfield. Now we'll see if Pat White can steer this ship into the end zone. White wide open. It's Austin Pettis on the run, stutter step, and down inside the 20. That led to a field goal. We have to get another stop. They have a man in motion. Cyrus Gray cannot escape. Down he goes. Chris Davis is back there. So now Pat White. All we need is a touchdown. White, first down, Stedman Bailey at the 36-yard line. After some failed attempts, it's 4th down and 15 yards to go. White, maybe his last chance, firing and dropped by Rhett Ellison and picked off by Thomas. Thomas gets his 3rd interception, and the Rams go 1-3 in the preseason. I wish there were more highlights to show, especially from the defense, but we're now close to the regular season as we have the final cuts. I did sign Jordan Lynch at a point, but he did not play, so he is cut along with Jeff Toole. We'll carry 3 quarterbacks. MJ Solahudden failed to make much of an impression, so he had to go. At center, Barrett Jones will be released, as we already had, I believe, 9 offensive linemen, so we'll go with 8 for the regular season. And I really want to keep most of my receivers and backs, so we'll cut Michael Agnew and only carry 2 tight ends. and Jonathan Gray ends up getting cut. He was a 6th-round pick. Wasn't really impressed with what I saw. Didn't see him with much of a role on this team, so he gets the final cut. And now we're ready for the regular season, as our only injury is wide receiver Mike Evans for the next 3 games. And now, here is your schedule for St. Louis Rams franchise Season 4. We kick it off against the 49ers in Rams Stadium, and that's also the team we end the season against. Only 2 teams beat us last year, the Niners twice, and the Jets. 4 out of our first 5 games are all in the NFC West, and we have a pretty tough out-of-division schedule as well, with stops with Jacksonville, who have Cam Newton, the Colts with Andrew Luck, the Falcons, who have Dez Bryant and Julio Jones. It looks like a pretty tough schedule, but I think we can handle it. We are the defending Super Bowl champions, and we are ready to gear up for another Super Bowl run, on the road to repeating as the champions of the NFL. That's what begins next in Week 1 against the San Francisco 49ers. Thank you guys for watching the preseason. Hope you enjoyed, and sorry for the delay. The offseason has gone on too long, but Week 1 will be here in the next couple days, and then we'll go through Season 4 and see if the Rams can repeat. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more Rams franchise, and let me know in the comment section who impressed you most in the preseason, and who are you most excited to see when Week 1 kicks off next against San Francisco. Thanks for watching. See you guys then. Have a great day.